Hey, welcome everyone. This is Miles Pellet Stoves here. My name is Briggs. This is my dad, Brett, and we are giving you guys some pellet stove repair content today. We got a special one, especially relating to ComfortBilt stoves. We have an HP22 here. We're going to be focusing on fuses and the power switch. Ain't that right, Dad?
Yes, and the fuses and the power switch is pretty much the same on every model that ComfortBilt produces. And so there's nothing more frustrating when you come home or you're at home and you come up and you push the button, nothing happens. The stove doesn't start. Nothing illuminates on your user screen. It's frustrating as all get up. And Briggs is going to show you a quick tip that will help you at home so you can hopefully get the stove up and running like that, and you'll have a happy day. So join along. Let's do it. Ready?
Yep, let's go.
Okay. Okay, always. Safety, safety, safety. As Brett always says, unplug, unplug, unplug your stove prior to doing any maintenance on it. And if you feel uncomfortable and you live in Lynn, Lane, or Benton County, call Briggs and I. We'll provide the service for you at your home. If you're in another state, great. Call your local service provider. They'll give you a hand. All right, there's your safety tip. So these are the tools that you will need today. Follow along. Pretty simple. Here we go. A flathead screwdriver, pretty small, better. Then a regular pair of pliers. So any type will work fine, so you can take some wiring off. Obviously, the stove's going to be unplugged, so you'll be okay, but this is going to be helpful. And things have changed a lot. I'm a lot older than Briggs, so we got two things here for y'all. So, the cell phone. Take a picture of the wiring when Briggs takes this apart, but take a picture of the wiring when you remove it so you have something to refer to. If you're old school, pretty much like Brett, a pen and a piece of paper, and you write down exactly how you took those wires off. There's only 3, but take your time. I know you can do it. Briggs, you ready to go?
Definitely.
Okay, let's do it.
Part 1. Part 1.
Okay, here we go.
Let's do it. So, again, part 1, we're going to be checking the fuse. So back here, This is what's going to look like on virtually all ComfortBilt stoves. This is exactly what's going to look like on a HP22. So right here, this is where the power cord plugs in. You're going to have an on and off switch. I'm going to flip that to off. And we're going to unplug the stove just as so. So with those steps done, we're going to locate the fuse. Now the fuse is located right inside the middle part here. What you're going to do is take a flathead, you're going to go under here, and you're going to pull out a little bit, just like there. There's a little lip. Set your tool down, you're going to take this out, and boom. This is the little holder for both fuses. So this one right here, this front one that you can see more, this is the one that's being used. ComfortBilt stoves, they have a spare one. If you take, again, your flathead screwdriver, you can get the new one right here. So, to check, you can look at it, see if there's any burn marks, or just simply swap them out, put the new one right in as so. And once you have that switched in, replace it back in there, push it in, take your power, simply as put, switch it on, and see if you get life to your stove. And if you get life to your stove, boom, it was just a fuse. And if not, no worries, you'll just have to be moving on to part 2, which more than likely is this whole switch is bad, but we'll show you how to replace it.
That's really, really nice. I think that, ComfortBilt, it is a bonus to have an extra fuse, and a lot of manufacturers don't have that. So kudos to ComfortBilt.
Thumbs up. Part 2, got the caffeine boost. Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, so over here, same thing like last time. Turn it off, and you're going to plug your stove. Always double, triple check. You don't want to be risking any shocking. Not a fun time. Right here, we're going to be focusing right here, folks. This is where your power switch is. And make note, blue, red, yellow. Now, like my dad son mentioned, take a handy dandy picture so you won't forget. Boom, beautiful. Picasso, I like it. Or, no shame in this, if you're old fashioned, just make a note. Go blue, any little mnemonic or whatever, to make sure you remember. So blue, red, and then yellow for ground. Beautiful. Make sure you don't lose that. Stick it right here. Good. Good enough. You won't lose it. So now that we know where our wires are, you can slowly disconnect it without the fear of forgetting where they go.
So this is the back side of this.
Exactly.
And here I go back over.
Exactly. So that's free. We're ready to pop this baby out. Now, this is where the flathead comes around, and you're gonna have to use my dad's favorite word, which is
patience.
there's these little clips, 2 on each side. A top one you want to push, and then a bottom one. You want to finagle around, and this one will be very incredibly hard to see, so more likely you will not see this on camera. But essentially, it's the same thing.
I got it
on.
just barely there, but I think good enough.
Beautiful. So I got all 4 pins right there. I don't want to let go of that or pull it in. I'm going to go around to the outside, have it sit there.
Oops.
Boom, right there.
Nice job.
Old switch is removed and ready for the new one. All right, so once you have your new switch, we're going to essentially be working backwards. So follow along. Take your new switch. This is the easier part. You're just going to center it in there and push it in, and you want to hear those clicks and get as tight as you can be so it don't come out. Over here, once that's said and done, we're just going to be doing our wire connections. So right over here, if you remember from memory, blue, red, yellow. And you know what? If you forgot, no worries, because we got our handy dandy sticky note, blue, red, yellow, and a picture. Blue, red, yellow. Perfect. I say kind of like a broken record, but when it comes to wiring and stuff, especially with power and all, I want to make sure I get it right. No fun in mixing up wiring, especially with electricity, Dad. Right?
You're exactly right. I think you just, everyone at home, just take your time and you'll have a successful repair.
Oh, there we go. And sometimes if those clips don't set, you can always come back in here and finagle this thing as best you can to make sure that it don't slip out. So if you're happy how that is set in right here, again, double, triple check. Blue, red, yellow. And right here, boy, that's a match.
It is a match. Nice job.
Now, one last thing. Once you have that all good, come on over here. Take your power switch or your power cord, plug it in there, flip it on, and if you got life, guess what? It was a switch, problem solved. There you go.
Great point. And again, if it is a switch, milespelletstove.com. You can order one and one will be sent to you. But do those tests with the fuse, Briggs. Again, you did a nice job with that. And
Wow, thank you.
this is very helpful to people. So we have one quick closing and we'll be right back.
All right, guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate your support. All the likes, the shares, the comments, and the subscriptions helps us out so much. It helps us out to help you out, and also helps us on our journey to hopefully one day get the most comprehensive pellet stove library on the internet as we can. What do you think?
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but you know what? Life's great. And Briggs is right. Down the line, most likely, we will have different makes and models for you and your family and your friends and so on, so we can help you all save some money. But I'm going to give a quick shout out to our great friend, Jonathan. Thanks for the coaching. We appreciate you, my friend. We'll see you next time.
See you guys. Thanks.